Remember, we are professionals.
Good evening. Today, we are exploring the wonders of the blunderbuss. You might be wondering, what is a blunderbuss? This is a blunderbuss. What a real actual blunderbuss is actually the earliest form of a shotgun. Blunderbusses date back all the way to, I'd have to say, the early 1400s. It was originally a flintlock design. Now, one of the beautiful things about the blunderbuss is that you can shove just about anything down the barrel and fire it out, as long as you have a proper seal on the load. It was not this advanced to begin with. What we started with was simply carving out the center of the stock for the tube to fit in. We welded the back of the tube up, solid plate, so it's double plated steel in the back actually. And what we did was later on, we actually added this trigger hammer mechanism. So essentially what it is a actual functioning blunderbuss. So we have done some testing, some experimenting with it. Test fire number 1. I'm actually really terrified. Jesus Christ! Fired a few different loads out of it. We fired fireworks out of it.
Ready?
Yep.
Wow!
That did not go.
That did not go well.
That went that way.
Send it.
Oh.
You missed.
It was a little bit low. We have fired all kinds of things out of it. So we shoved an aerosol can in the barrel. I don't know what that's gonna do. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we're gonna find out. It's pretty tight fit. We got 100 grains. See how it goes.
Remember, we are professionals.
Yo!
That was powerful.
Holy shit!
Well, oh wow. That's what had happened. All right, we have our golf ball. We are going to fill this to 80 grains. That's about 80 grains. And you can see we have our measurement method very accurately. That's 90. We'll do 90. So we're gonna go ahead and load it in. Black powder's in the barrel. And go ahead and shove our golf ball in there. All right. All right. Safety first. Wow. Look at that. Holy shit. Put a dent right in it.
Yo!
Wow. That one didn't. That one didn't hit as hard. But if you come here, it did hit directly on target. Shot number trace. We penetrated. We penetrated. We went through. Wow. That was powerful. That was 100 grains, black powder. Yeah.
Sure, we could probably push it even more.
Yeah, probably could. I mean, that wasn't a lot of recoil. This thing's pretty heavy. So the blunderbuss build has been successful. As you have just witnessed, we fired a lot of different things out of it and it has held together pretty well. Please comment below what you want us to see shoot out of it. We have a lot of other upcoming builds planned, some that are in the works. It's gonna come flying off. No, maybe not. It was under spring tension, but. Very good. All right. I'm literally going to just use this. I mean, what we're going to do, I'm going to drill a hole in here. I'm actually going to insert a screw and then file it down so we do have a firing pin sort. But right now I'm just going to test this primer. So you can see I have it on the primer itself. Now let's see if it actually, oh wow. Okay, wow. Yeah, that worked. Yep, that works. We now know that our hammer is producing enough drop force to actually detonate a shotgun primer. So we're going to go ahead and pull out the old primer. All right. And yeah, you see inside the old primer. So yeah, that works. We've finished up our hammer mechanism, as you can see. It's all installed and painted. Spin it around so you see the other side. Properly engineered. And I'm going to talk a minute about how we made this. So this mechanism right here, basically what it is off of a cap gun. All right, like an old cap gun that I had from when I was a kid. Well, I took that off last night. We put it in the vise, I cut it in half, and then took a piece of angle iron, cut a corner off, welded it to the back of the blunderbuss. And this is actually the original spring mechanism off of the cap gun. And unfortunately, this is aluminum and this is steel. So the original plan was I was going to weld it right to there, but upon using a magnet to see what material it was and realized it was actually aluminum, can't do that. So we had to bolt it, and that's why there's little 1032 or well number 8 and number 10 screws on there, and they're kind of ugly, kind of messed up. You know, it's not perfect, but it holds. It's solid, and you see it works. So we're gonna give a quick little demonstration of how this works, and then we're going to shoot some stuff out of it. So 209 primers by Remington. These are shotgun primers. They come in little packs like this, and this is what we're going to be using. It's our ignition source for our black powder. So you see, we've drilled a hole that's just big enough for one of these primers to fit into. All right. Put it down. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention. Don't worry, I'm not going to set it off right now. You don't have to cover yours. The other thing I forgot to mention. You don't have to cover yours. It's fine. Just film. And so the other thing I forgot to mention was actually, so being that this is a flat firing hammer for like a cap, what I had to do is actually drill a hole in it, and I installed a screw. I just threaded a screw in there and cut it short. So that's our firing pin. So we're gonna cut the video, and then we're gonna put in earmuffs, and then we'll test it and show you the capabilities of it. So I'll show you the demonstration. So basically what the operation is going to be is, you put your powder in, your ramrod, your load in, whatever it is. And then, so all it really is you pull this hammer back, you aim, and, when you do aim, just, wow. I don't know what happened. I think the hammer actually popped back hit my thumb. That was weird. But yeah, so there you go. That's action. And you can see the hammer, or you can see the primer detonated perfectly because it slams down right on the center. So it's pretty loud. Those primers are pretty loud. They sound like a probably like a 22 going off. You know, I could compare it to like a 22. They're pretty loud, but they're a great ignition source. The load gas.
I hope we just toss that can in it.